Nate, your wildly vibrant lifestyle coach. Well, we're still in Southern Florida, but we are now a little bit away from the beach. We are in Weston, Florida, and we are staying on this beautiful golf course here. So we have another gorgeous place. I love to hear the birds. Can you hear them over the traffic? It's just been a joy to be staying here. We rented a condo. We stay here often, and it's nice and brightly decorated. So that's where I am, and you never know when I'm going to be coming close to you. I would like to show you, I was talking with some friends yesterday, and I said, you know, I really have to create new things, because being on the road and traveling and having access to different things, I don't have amino acids, and I don't have a lot of my spices, and I don't have, but I focus always, I encourage you to also, I focus always on what I do have. So here's my newest kitchen, and I'm going to show you what's in my fridge. Look, we have so many travels coming up that I had to do like a simple calendar that I can move the Post-it notes around to remember where we're going over the next month. Anyhow, because we're going to a lot of different places. But I wanted to show you, we have here in this condo, today's Tuesday, so we have rest of today, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we head out. So I have only a few more days, and I'm going to show you what's in my fridge. And I'm going to tell you, then I just brainstorm, like what am I going to eat and what am I going to cook up? So here is what's in my fridge. I have some leftover egg bake. I showed you guys that earlier this week. I have 3 zucchinis. Can you see? I have some leftover edamame. Yum, it was so good. I have some leftover chicken strips, just chicken tenders that were just pan fried. I have, I didn't quite use up the whole package of coleslaw mix, so I have some leftover shredded cabbage. I also have a partial cabbage. I have stuff for appetizers. I have 2 more cucumbers, enough celery for the rest of the time, ginger, lettuce, and then in my freezer are my greens. So even when I'm traveling, I use a lot of things from the freezer. So I froze my arugula. I froze the spinach right in the package that it comes in. I just find that really convenient, and I bought avocados, and they were really those huge avocados, and so they ripened really quick, and so they're just chunks of avocado in my freezer. So all of that wanted to be finished up before we get on the plane. So I have also a package still of riced cauliflower. So what am I gonna make? I have some leftover chopped onions, still half a package of that. My husband likes coffee, so there's coffee. Oh, let me show you one more thing before I go on to what I'm gonna make, okay? When I travel, I still like fat bombs every once in a while, okay? But I don't have the cute little ice cube tray. So I buy almond butter, where I can get it right out of the machine. It comes in a nice little container. I do carry some cinnamon with me, and I mix up, and I do carry the coconut oil. So I mix up half almond butter, half coconut oil, some cinnamon, a little bit of sea salt, and then I pour it into a small container, and then I just break it out like bark. This has actually been melted and then refrozen because I traveled from one location to the other, but you just break off a small piece, and then that's my fat bombs. So you don't need to make a big container of them. You don't need to pour them into the ice cube trays. You can just make it in a flat container. Okay, so what am I gonna make with all that stuff? So I am going to take the zucchini, and I didn't show you what's on the door of my fridge. I have some pickles, some hot sauce, some mustard, some free mayo, a can of coconut milk. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I'm going to use. I have half of a jar of the Thai red curry paste with no sugar, and bone broth, and garlic, and horseradish. So I am going to make a soup, a curried soup. I'm going to use up the rest of the jar of Thai chili paste. I am going to use some of my instant bone broth. I am going to add some garlic. And I'm not going to use up anything else. I'll probably add in a little bit of hot sauce if the spice isn't hot enough. I'll use up the can of coconut milk, and I will chop up all of the zucchinis. If I had my spiralizer, I would probably spiralize them. And I haven't yet ordered a small one that I might want to travel with. But I'm just going to cube them up, just small chunks, and I'm going to use the rest of the onion. And so I'll saute that all up, and then I'll kind of put it into a soup, and I will most likely add the rest of that chicken. Okay? And that's how I come up with meals, okay? Take what you have. Take what's in your fridge, and then create something. And I know it can be a challenge for some. You feel like you need to follow a recipe, but it's like life, okay? You take what you have and you make something wonderful out of it, all right? That we have a whole buffet of life in front of us. Choose what you want and put it on your plate and enjoy it, okay? So take all of the options that you have and create something with it. If you see a recipe like, ooh, that sounds interesting, and you don't have the exact ingredients, that's okay. I give you permission. Where's my magic wand? I give you permission to have fun with it. I give you permission to experiment, to explore new things. Okay? Now, many of my things, what will happen is my husband will say, oh my goodness, that was amazing. Can you make that again? And I'm like, no, because I take little bits of this, and little bits of that, and little bits of this, and I put it together, and I use up all the leftovers, and then I never know really what's in it. But if I had a wonderful magical assistant sitting on my shoulder, not the food angel and food devil, but a wonderful assistant to actually pay attention to what I was putting a little bit of this and that in it, I'd have a lot of recipes. So if anybody wants to do that and travel around with me, come on board. That's it from me. I just want to say, really enjoy yourself. Focus on your deep breathing. Always have enough water. And have fun with life.